There's a certain kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from working too hard. It comes from trying to move forward while something invisible keeps pulling you back. You know that feeling where you're doing everything you know to do. You're praying, you're manifesting, you're healing, you're learning, and yet somehow your life still feels like it's running on spiritual airplane mode. Nothing loads and nothing updates, nothing moves. It's that strange tension between, I know I'm called to more, and but why does it feel like something keeps blocking the signal? Most people never talk about this part, the part where you're not stuck because you're unprepared. You're stuck because you're spiritually congested. Something old, something heavy, something unspoken is clogging up the very path that's meant to carry your blessing. And if we're being honest, sometimes the most painful battles aren't the ones we fight around us, they're the ones we fight in the unseen places within us. When the energy is blocked, even your best efforts feel like they're hitting a wall. But what if I told you that heaven has a way of clearing what you can't reach? That there are moments in your life when you don't push obstacles out of the way, they simply fall because something higher starts to sing over you.
Where magic meets mindset, where the moon lights the way, manifesting with mystic, every law's in play. It's align it, believe it, receive it, with mystic you'll achieve it, manifesting with mystic. Your cosmic path is clear.
There are moments in your life when heaven refuses to let you walk another step with the weight you've been carrying. Moments when the divine looks at the path in front of you and says, this blockage ends here. Not because you finally became strong enough, not because you finally figured it all out, but because your destiny requires a clear runway, and spirit refuses to let anything, past, fear, guilt, shame, or generational residue, keep you grounded. There is a realm where obstacles don't move because you push harder. They move because the atmosphere around your life shifts. And in that realm, breakthrough doesn't arrive quietly. It arrives with a sound, a vibration, a frequency, a divine announcement that says, favor has entered the room, obstacles stand down. When heaven releases that kind of sound over your life, things that resisted you begin to fall effortlessly. Doors that were locked start opening. Confusion begins to clear. Opportunities you didn't even know existed start calling your name. Because sometimes the blessing isn't delayed. It's simply waiting for the blockage to be removed. And that's what this moment in the series is, a spiritual turning point where your inner atmosphere shifts, your path is cleared, and you step into a season where divine assistance meets you before you even ask. This is the lesson of angelic favor. When the divine sings over your life, nothing in your way gets to stay. There is a sacred technology hidden in the ancient letters, a frequency designed to dissolve the very things you cannot uproot with willpower alone. None Aleph. This isn't a phrase, it's not a chant, it's not a magic trick. It is a spiritual clearance code, a vibrational key that reaches into the unseen parts of your life, the tangled fears, the inherited patterns, the emotional traffic jams, and begins to break them apart at the root. None Aleph is the energy of movement where there was stagnation, clarity where there was confusion, flow where there was resistance. It restores the spiritual circulation needed for destiny to unfold. When you meditate on these letters, when you breathe them in, when you allow their frequency to settle into your inner world, something powerful happens. The blockages that once controlled your life lose their authority. Not because you fought harder, not because you did more, but because you aligned with a vibration that carries the power to undo what was done against you. Nun Aleph is heaven's way of saying, the path is being cleared. Move forward with lightness now. This is the spiritual technology behind today's lesson, a divine mechanism for dissolving the invisible walls standing between you and the future that already belongs to you. As you step into this new year, I need you to understand something important. Blockages don't break by accident, and they break by alignment. This is not the season where you wrestle with everything in front of you. This is the season where you let divine assistance meet you where you are and clear the things you were never meant to fight alone. Here's how you apply this in real life. First, pay attention to what feels heavy or stuck. Not every resistance is a sign to push harder. Sometimes resistance is simply showing you where the energy needs clearing, where your spirit feels tight. That's the first place heaven wants to move. Second, before you act, pause and shift your atmosphere. Just take 10 seconds. Breathe, center yourself. Whisper nun nun Aleph, but you're not begging for a miracle. You're creating the conditions for one to land. Third, give yourself permission to move forward lightly. When the blockage lifts, don't wait for more signs. Don't second guess yourself. Don't talk yourself back into the cage. Step forward with the quiet confidence of someone whose path is spiritually paved. And finally, watch for the evidence that the energy has shifted. The return of flow, ideas coming faster, opportunities appearing, people mentioning your name in rooms you've never entered. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. This new year is not about pushing through walls. It's about partnering with the frequency that makes walls crumble. So every time you feel tension, every time you feel uncertainty, pause, shift your energy, whisper the code, and then step forward. This is the year you stop dragging the old with you and start letting heaven remove what you cannot. This morning, I open my heart to the clearing power of heaven. I release every blockage, every weight, every invisible barrier that has tried to stand between me and the future that belongs to me. I welcome divine favor into my atmosphere. I welcome movement where there was stagnation. I welcome clarity where there was confusion. I welcome flow where there was resistance. Nun nun Aleph, go before me today. Unblock what I cannot see. Dissolve what no longer serves my path. Remove every wall that was built without my permission. Let the angels assign to my destiny sing over my steps, clear my way, and open every door that is aligned with my purpose. Today, I walk with lightness. I move with confidence. I flow with grace. Every step I take is guided, protected, and supported by the divine. I thank you that nothing standing in my way has the authority to stay. My path is clear. My spirit is clear. My day is clear. Amen. When heaven releases its sound over your life, something begins to shift that no human hand can manufacture and no darkness can reverse. Every blockage, old or new, visible or hidden, loses its authority the moment that divine frequency enters your atmosphere. What once resisted you becomes powerless. What once delayed you dissolves. The walls you thought you had to climb begin to crumble at their foundations. The paths you once strained to create now rise to meet you with supernatural ease. You no longer move through life by force, fear, or frustration. You move by alignment, by assistance, and by the undeniable pull of destiny. This is the season where you stop chasing what is yours, because what is yours is now empowered to come find you. As you move through your day, remember this: you were never meant to walk your path alone. There is help assigned to you, there is favor surrounding you, and there is a sound from heaven clearing the way before you. Let today be the day you stop wrestling with what's already been lifted and start walking in the ease that's been prepared for you. Meet me in the next lesson as we continue this journey through the season of magic and miracles, where every song unlocks a new dimension of your destiny.
Alright family, that was lesson 3, Angelic Favor Activation. If you didn't feel that shift in your atmosphere, go ahead and run it back, because when angels step in, blockages don't stand a chance. Now don't go nowhere. Mystique just opened the heavens, and it's time to seal everything you receive with the seal song. This is the sound code that locks the activation into your spirit. You can catch all the seal songs over on the Hidden Hymns Archives channel. And yes, they are now streaming on all major music platforms, so whether you're on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, or wherever you vibe, go ahead and run it up. Alright y'all, breathe. Open your heart and let this seal song anchor the angelic favor that just hit your life. I'm DJ Jamal, holding down the frequencies. Stay blessed, stay elevated, and keep your angels close.
Start to tremble.